Okay.
Hi, Julen. Just before we discuss the Liverpool game, can I just ask you, the whole world talking about the amount of money that's been spent in the last few weeks during the transfer window. I just wonder, as someone with a vast amount of experience across the football world, whether you can just give me your view on the level of spending, for example, at Chelsea. Do you think that's good for the game, that level of spending?
Estamos hablando muy del Chelsea. El gasto del mercado.
El gasto del mercado en general y en concreto el Chelsea.
No, I don't have anything to say about the rest of the teams. This is the issue of each team, and depend of course of the economy of each team, of the needs that they have to, or they think that they have to improve. This is not the ask. I think for the question for me. Obviously, in the transfer market, when it's open, each team has his needs, and each team has his strategy. Depend of the needs, depend of a lot of situations. You take one other decision. So I don't have anything to say about Chelsea.
If it was your club, would you be happy to be able to spend that amount of money, or would you be a little concerned about the sustainability?
No, we try to improve, to have more chance, more choices in different options, because I think that we need to be more balanced, and now obviously we have more problems to make a squad list or the lineup. But that is the good problem for the coaches. So this is our job, and now of course they have the chance to be competitive between the week, to show that they are able to be in the squad list and after in the lineup. The more important thing is that each one has to do the best to improve our team, and to in the end to achieve our aims.
Julen, thank you for that. Can I ask you, looking ahead to the game against Liverpool, any early team news?
Algunas noticias del equipo. About Liverpool.
About Liverpool,
about your team.
About our team.
Anything you can let us know?
No, not anything to highlight. We have had a good week work, and now obviously we are focusing to be able to compete and to overcome a fantastic team as is Liverpool. We know them, they know us, and of course we have played in a few times. Is the first time that we have played against them. It's going to be different. It's league, maybe, but in the end, I think that the more important thing is to put the focus in the next match, and it's enough important the match, enough important the opponent, the players and the coach, and all the challenge that we have tomorrow in front of us.
This is the first time we've had the opportunity to ask you about your capture of Joao Gomes. Just tell us what qualities he brings to your side.
Yeah, I think that Joao is a good choice for the club, for the present and for the future. He's a young player. Obviously, he just arrived here. He has to adapt to the English football environment, rhythm. Then in Brazil they are in more or less in the pre-season, so this is a different moment for the players, and now of course we have to put him in the same way of the rest the players as soon as possible. But you asked me about his, and I think that he's a good choice for the present and for the future, sure.
Do you expect him to be involved against Liverpool? In the group?
We will see. We don't going to talk here about the squad list or about our idea. He is ready. We are going to see if one of our choose or not.
We saw the video that came out from the club where you greeted Gomes, and I think your first question was, Are you fit?
Because it's not easy. In the last moment when the one player is going to change his life, his team for his country, of course, it's no easy moment for them, and they are under a big stress. So that's why I asked him, and after, because he is in the precision in Brazil. This is all.
How encouraged were you that his response was, "I'm ready to play"? His response to you.
¿Cómo de contento estabas cuando respondió estoy preparado?
No, I think that is good thing that the player want to come here. Of course, this is a good thing for us, and I think this is gonna be a good choose for him to be here with us and try to improve himself, helping us.
Julen, I don't think you've had the opportunity either to talk about the acquisition, the signing of Craig Dawson. How important was that to you? What does he bring to the group?
I think we hope it's going to be important for us. He's an experimented player. He's an English player. For me, it's important to put English culture inside the room. Experimented player, and he has, I think, the quality to be a leader. And we need this kind of players. Sometimes in the pitch and sometimes in the dressing room. So all together we have to be involved to achieve our aims. And Craig wants to be here. We are happy with him, and of course we are going to build a good history with him.
Of course, I don't expect you to tell me your team for tomorrow.
No.
But there is a very good chance that Dawson will be straight into the side. Possible?
No, it's possible. Once he is here, is one of the possibility, of course.
Could you give us an update on Pedro Neto's status? Is he back with the group?
Yes, it's one of the good and positive things. He's improving a lot. He's not ready to be tomorrow, but he's in the last week. He has made a big step improvement, and it's a good thing for us. Of course, he was out for 4 months. He's gonna be ready to improve in the next weeks, but he's in the good way.
How close could he be to coming back to the first team?
Well, we will see. Depend. In the last part of the recovery of the players, sometimes it's not about the medical. With the medical is okay, but after depending on the player, it depends on his condition, physical condition. So we will see.
Now the dust has settled after the transfer window. Can I just get your general reflections on the business that you did? 6 players in.
Yes, I think that the club has made a good work, trying to help the team, trying to balance the team. And after, but I told always that the most important thing is not the transfer window, is to try to improve our squad, to believe in ourselves, and all together to be ready to achieve in the end our aims. Of course, the new signings, they are here to help us, but it's not about only the new signings. It's about the rest of the players that they are here working very hard and trying to improve every day.
Can I just ask you a couple of final questions? Your thoughts on this game against Liverpool? Of course, we know you've played them twice recently, and you were very close to beating them at Anfield. Is this a good time to play Liverpool?
I don't know. All the moments are good moments to win any team, of course. And now we have focused 100% in the next match. The next match is Liverpool. We have played against them 2 times. Different matches, in my opinion, but in both I think we have competed well. But this is the history. Now, in the football, the most important thing is the history that is to write. Is to write, and we have to write the next history tomorrow. So we have to be ready tomorrow to compete against a very good team, fantastic players, and to be able to overcome this kind of teams. Of course, this is our aim, this is our illusion, and we are going to work very hard to get.
Wolves haven't won back-to-back home league games for over a year. Of course, you beat West Ham last time out. How important is it for you to create a fortress-type environment at Molineux?
Always is important. Each match is a fantastic challenge and chance to win one match. We have talked about that. When I arrived here, we had in front of us 23 finals, and we continue saying the same. We have each match for us is this kind of matches. So depend, maybe in Molineux, maybe away. Tomorrow is in the Molineux, is at home, of course. And we are going to try to make a big effort to overcome a very good team as Liverpool.
Very finally, in your first 5 league games, you have 7 points, which is as many points as the club achieved in its previous 10 before you arrived. That to me sounds like a good start, but it's important that I ask you, how do you feel you have started?
I don't think about the how many points we have get or not. I only focus in the daily work and to translate the players that they have to do the same now. We have talked about the possibility that we have more possibility to make the squad list, to make the lineup in the same way. Of course, they are going to have players that they are going to be out, and they have to be ready to continue. And I encourage them to continue keeping his focus, his commitment, his daily work, because sooner or later the alarm clock goes off, so they have to be ready. It's very important. This is about all the players.
Julen, gracias. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Julen, nice to see you. You mentioned history just a moment ago, and maybe changing history. Well, I think Liverpool have won their last 11 league games against Wolves. This is a very good opportunity to use that as an incentive, perhaps, and a good time to change that history.
Always is a good challenge, an opportunity to win in football. So and tomorrow we have one other opportunity against Liverpool. We don't think about the history, about the future. We only think about the present. The present is Liverpool. We have to be ready. We have worked in a good way all the week. And they have time to prepare this match. We too, we are going to be ready to compete with a very big team as Liverpool, and always having the illusion and ambition to overcome them.
A club as big as Liverpool, everybody talks about them, and the focus falls on them when things are not going so well. What do you make of the Liverpool team you will face this weekend? What's your impression of them?
¿Cuál es tu opinión y tu impresión del Liverpool de mañana?
No, I have talked about this. It's the same that 1 month ago. It's one of the best teams of the world. They have one in all the positions, maybe one of the best player in the world. You can prefer one or other, but they are top players all, with a top coach, with a top history. Of course, this is Liverpool, but each match is different, and of course we are going to play tomorrow, and not looking for the history or for the opponent, looking for us, believing in us. This is all.
There's a suggestion that defensively they're a little weaker at the moment, not as strong as they have been.
Dice que tal vez defensivamente no son tan buenos como eran antes.
No, they are very good team. Sure. Don't any doubt about this. Any doubt.
And what did you see in them in the games in the FA Cup? I know you say that's a different situation, but has that given you encouragement? And is there an incentive there, given what they did? They beat you in the end.
No, because each match is different. Each match is not about the competition only, about the moments. In those moments we have, and they too, different matches in front of us, and tomorrow is one other match. Each match is one different history, and you have to write a good history. So that's why the most important thing is that we are going to do tomorrow.
As you say, one game at a time, but February looks like a fairly critical month. For everybody, there are 3 points.
January, February, March, yes, I think. This is true, but it is true. You are going to ask me the same in March. I am going to answer the same, because it's true. We have again in front of us a lot of finals, so we have to thinking step by step, match to match, and I don't know one other way to work to achieve your aims.
But it looks like it's going to be very tight. There are 3 points between 7 teams. How well equipped are you now, do you think, to face the Liverpool team?
No,
to deal with what's in front of you?
¿Cómo de preparados estamos ahora para afrontar los 4 meses que nos quedan?
So we try to be ready always to be ready. I have talked about this that in my opinion is going to be a very hard. I repeat a lot, a long race until the end, and we have to be ready to arrive. Why not in the last minute for the last matches to achieve our aim? That's why we have to be to have a strong mentality in all this time.
And final question from me. You have done lots of business in the transfer window. Is the biggest problem for you now making that work, blending the new players with the existing players quickly?
No, this is our work, of course. Now, I have talked about the situation. We have now more players. We are more balanced in to choose a different squad list, the first and after the lineup. But in the end, of course, you have different players in different moments. One, we have talked about Joao. He's coming for the pre-season, so we have to balance all this to have the best choices.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hello, Julen. Did you get everybody you wanted in January?
¿Firmamos a todos los que querías firmar?
I think that the club has done a good work. Always the market when it's opened, you have any idea after you can change. Sometimes you achieve your aim, sometimes no. But in the end, we try to improve the team, and the club has worked very hard to do it, and now is our job. We have to work daily work very hard to improve the team.
But the squad has a better balance now, you say?
We have more players, of course. Fortunately, we don't have a lot of injuries now in this moment. We have recovery. We have Buba and Pedro Neto and Chiquinho and Shasha. They are the long times injuries. Pedro is arriving in the last moment for his recovery, and Buba, I think in the next month he's gonna be ready too. And but after this is football. When you don't wait, you have one. So we have to be or to have different choices to balance all this situation.
Just one more. You talked about Pedro there, and he's nearly ready. I imagine he's been out for a long time. He must want to play today, now. He must want to play all the time. Do you have to sort of tell him to be careful, to work his way in slowly? Because I imagine every player wants to play straight
No,
away.
me pregunta si le tengo que tener cuidado. Sí. When he arrived, when the medical say that he's okay, he has to be one player, has the rest of the players. But obviously, this step, that's why I have talked about the last step of the recovery of the players are more important, depend of the mentality of the player, depend of the moment of his feet, the kind of player that you have. So this is the part when they start working with the team, and now we have to be alert and focused with him to choose or not when he is ready.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cameras off, please. Thank you. Liam?
Hi, Julen. Good to see you again.
Hi, how are you?
Can I ask about the centre